queen and her son, the prince. The queen wanted her son to get married.
And quit.
The son, well...
I'd rather ride my horse.
So the queen decided to hold a ball and invite every eligible maiden in the kingdom. In another part of the kingdom, there lived a very different family. A mother passed away, leaving just her daughter, Ella. Ella lived with her stepfather. He wasn't quite so nice. He had a son of his own.
That's me.
And to tell you the truth, he wasn't quite so nice either. Ella, she was sad and lonely.
Hi.
Sir Tremor did not treat her like a daughter. He treated her like a servant. And so did Peter.
Where's my breakfast?
No, it wasn't an easy life for Ella. In fact, she had so much work, she began sleeping by the fire. Her clothes often had ashes from the cinders on them, which earned her the nickname
Cinderella. Yes, I'm coming.
The only friends she had were the ones that were right by the fire. A tiny little mouse and a sweet little bird.
That's me. I'm Ella's mouse friend.
That's me too. I'm Ella's bird friend.
She was always kind to them and gave them little crumbs.
I don't like it one bit.
Oh, I think you like the crumbs. They were extremely loyal to her, but they didn't like how she was treated one bit.
I don't like it one bit.
The songbird always sang her a pretty song.
La la la.
One day, exciting news came. The prince was having a royal ball. Every maiden was invited. Cinderella wanted to go, but Sir Tremor said, how could she possibly go? She had nothing suitable to wear. And who would do all the chores that evening? No, it was out of the question.
Poor Cinderella.
Poor Cinderella.
That night, she cried herself to sleep. But something amazing happened. Right before her eyes, a fairy godmother appeared.
Who are you?
The fairy godmother explained that she wasn't alone and that she must get her wish to go to the ball. With a sweep of her wand, she turned a pumpkin into a carriage.
Whoa.
With a sweep of her wand, she turned the mouse into a driver.
Yikes. What about me?
And the bird into a horse.
What about my dress? Well, I look like a whole new person.
Dancing was not his favorite thing. Girls kept staring at him googly-eyed. The queen kept getting her hopes up that something super special would happen, so that her son would want to get married. And then Ella entered. Ella got a little nervous at all the attention and decided to go sit down. It just so happened that's where the prince was hiding too. Ella had never met the prince, so she didn't know who he was. She smiled and asked if he was tired. He smiled and said, "Well, I guess you can say that." They both laughed. Just then, the prince spilled his drink. Ella, without thinking, went to clean it up. He thought she was an extremely unusual princess to serve someone like that. They began to talk. They kept chatting like old friends until the clock struck 12.
Bong, 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 bong.
Oh no, I have to go.
She ran out of the room, dropping just one shoe. The prince was sad to see her go. He had made a friend. The queen was even sadder, as she had noticed them talking. She wondered who she could be. The prince wasn't sure if she wanted to be found, but something made him curious as to why he had never seen her in the kingdom before, and if she was truly all right. He agreed with the queen to conduct a search for the girl who fits this glass slipper. They searched high, and they searched low. Made it to Sir Tremor's house.
Tweet. It's him, he's come, Ella. He finds out.
Unfortunately, Sir Tremor heard the mice and Cinderella, and he became suspicious. He tried to hide Ella in the back room. Fortunately, Mouse and Bird were having none of it. They slipped Cinderella the key.
Mouse to the rescue.
As she came out, the prince recognized her at once.
It's weird.
The queen wasn't quite as sure.
See something different with your hair?
So she had to try on the slipper. And it fit. The prince decided if he had to marry anyone, he should ask someone who could actually talk to. And of course, liked mice.
Tweet.
And birds, of course. Cinderella was not sad to leave her stepmother's house. But she did ask for a little time to figure out all the ways of the palace living, and to get to know the prince better before she said yes. Sir Tremor and Peter, well, they were not so happy. You see, the fairy godmother with a sweep of her wand, transformed them into palace servants so they could learn what it means to take care of others. The queen was happy. The bird, she sang brighter. And Mouse was happiest because the palace crumbs were so much tastier.
Yeah.
And they lived, of course, ever after, in stories we tell, even to this day.
The end.